for the chest, you know, today. So particular ones, we'll talk about that shortly. But let me ask you the question I'm bothered about that young man that you met there before you got into the building. He was like, yay, 0, you know, packs. So is it possible to have, like, when you start exercising, you have like 1 pack showing or 2, all the 6 packs just begin to come out? Is that what happens to the wall of the tummy?
Okay, we have different body types.
Okay.
There are 3 types of body. We have the ectomorph, we have the mesomorph, and the endomorph. Now, for the ectomorph, who are people that have very fast metabolism, when they start working out consistently, you probably just see 3 packs, 6 packs, 8 packs, 10 packs, and some people tempted to be like, these are like starvation packs.
Oh,
this is like, you don't eat.
So they know you calling it starvation packs.
So that's not the case.
Okay.
It's just that their body fat is actually low.
Oh.
So when they work out consistently, they just see, you can see like 6 packs. You can see some having 8, some having 4.
It's possible to
some
have
having
8
3.
packs?
With the amount of abdominal workout they've actually been doing,
Right.
so it becomes very strong.
Wow.
And it shows. Then for the endomorph and the mesomorph, they probably start like with 1 packs. Others starts with like a flat tummy first before you now break it
Work
down
through.
into those abs that you see. Now you might do exercise and you see like 3 abs. Then as soon as you stop working out and you back
You
home,
disappear now.
you just disappear.
Is that why it's called the starvation?
No, no. It's just that they tend to have higher percentage of body fat.
I see.
Yes. Yeah, they tend to have higher percentage of body fat.
I
So
see.
they have to hit the abdominal wall consistently to be so hard
Wow.
in order for them to, like, when they are standing, they pull their shirt, you just see those 6 packs there.
They try to
being
intimidate
visible.
people, yeah.
Now,
Okay.
your packs being visible or not doesn't make you fit.
What?
Yeah. Now, the 6-pack thing just came about because of first, you could talk about the gladiators when they fight. You need to look fit, you need to look ripped, and all of that.
Yep.
But it doesn't really make you fit, because normally you could see someone with not necessarily a big tummy, but a flat tummy without 6 packs, and you are fit. So
Wow.
yes. So we tend to go more crazy about the 6-pack because of the whole term summer body. You go to the beach, pull off your shirt, you have it. The ladies too, you know, when you pull off your shirt, you have like those parts. And if you have 6 packs, that means you've really worked on your abdominal muscles. The walls are becoming firmer. You know, so it takes time for you to like maybe have big tummy. But when you eat, it goes away. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, does it mean you don't have 6 packs anymore? No. The tummy is elastic.
Yeah.
You know, no matter how hard you work on your tummy, it will tend to bloat out. Maybe you drink water, you eat overfeeding, you know, so you tend to bloat up. So that's just it. So the 6 packs of a thing is just fashion. Let me put it that way.
Oh,
yes,
to look fees and it's all for fashion.
Yeah, all fashion.
It's not for fitness? Are you saying it's not for fitness?
No, all I'm saying, it's part of fitness.
Okay, but it doesn't make you fit.
It doesn't make you. You having it doesn't signify that you are more fitter than someone who doesn't have it. Now, if I have a flat tummy without a 6 packs, or I have a moderate sized tummy without a 6 packs, it doesn't necessarily mean
I'm not fit.
You that have a 6 packs, you are fitter than me. No.
Okay.
Yeah, it just shows that your abdominal walls are stronger and.
Okay, like I like it that you said, you know, with the flat tummy, not necessarily pot belly, because someone might be rubbing their pot. Oh, no wonder, I can relax now. But then we got a message here from Wisdom who says, I have 6 packs. This is from Wisdom. All right, so joining the conversation, guys, as we, you know, trickle down with the International Chest Day thing, the 6-pack talk. Ladies, if you guys talk about, 6 packs a lot. You've heard from the fitness coach. What you like about it? We will delve into that as the show continues. But why is it so important, Poje, for the chest exercise? Besides being the largest muscle, like you said, why is it so important health-wise?
Okay, for the chest exercise, unlike other body parts like the legs, you put on trousers. Majority of people wear trousers a lot. The legs are good. It gives you stamina, it gives you endurance and stuff. But for the chest, the upper body, which you put on a shirt, you see your broad chest, you look masculine, you look fearless, you have this self-confidence in you when you walk in the room. There's this feeling you get. It's the same thing. Now, women could also do chest workouts, so it's not only applicable to men.
Men alone,
although men tend to do it more because it gives them this masculinity, like I talked about, this fearsome look and stuff. Yeah, but women too, you can do it because there are so many benefits to the chest. Yes,
Okay.
It's a workout that also works on your arms too.
Okay.
Yeah, because it works on your arms, it works on your shoulders, it works on your back. You know, you can either do the barbell bench press,
Yeah.
the dumbbell bench press, or the push-ups, which also helps too.
Okay. We got a call here. Sorry, you can call us back. The numbers to call us 090-7353-0044 or 090-87668888. That is the number. We've got Poje, a fitness coach in-house. Any question for him? We're talking about International Chest Day. He'll be glad to answer your questions. He'll be glad if you've got, contributions to make as well. So ensure that you're sending in a message as you're calling as well. So the numbers to send your, the numbers to call are 090-87668888 or 090-7353-0044. That is the number to call. However, you can send a text to me or a WhatsApp message to me. We'd ensure that we take them. Send your text and WhatsApp messages to 090-9705-4450. Got a message here from PJ who says, and the Potbelly Packers as well. I don't understand. So let's not seem like we're dragging anyone here, but we're just saying, I like it that, PJ mentioned that you might have a flat tummy and no one sees any part, but you might be fit, even more fit than someone who has like the six-pack. So all of that, he says, the six-pack thing is for fashion. The conversation continues. Do not move a muscle. Let's keep it here as we continue the conversation with the one and only Poje. The lines are buzzing, but it's going off. Hello?
Hello, Olivia. Good morning.
Hi, PJ. Good morning. What is your question?
Yeah, good morning to our visitor.
Yeah, good
Olivia.
morning. Yeah?
Yeah, I just want to ask, a friend of mine said, going to the gym reduces
Gosh, man. This is getting worse. Sorry about it. You know what you can do for me? Is Poje, call the other number, okay, Poje? I am so sorry. The lines have been going up, but it's a mess, all right? So let's hope something is done about it shortly. Hello? At this point, I don't think it's a network problem. This one here says International Chest Day. Oh, Gao. Hope they celebrate international. Oh, my head is too big. I can call in the Jazz's voice. OJ from Guarimpa, thank you so much for that. But yeah, we're seriously talking here about Chest Day. I've asked him some of the benefits to exercising the chest, which you mentioned.
Yes.
Can you mention those again? Benefits to exercising the chest.
Benefit of exercising the chest, it helps with your heart, the heart pumps.
Yeah.
It gives you the cardiovascular, and it also helps for the ladies. It helps with breast cancer. It prevents breast cancer.
Ooh.
Yes, it does. It burns the fat around your breast section. You just want to look fit on the up too. So it does too. For the guys, it gives you a very good body definition.
Okay.
It helps with your heart, and it's actually good. Yeah.
Okay. All right then. You got questions, like I said, and sure to send in your questions.
All your favorite music.
I listen non-stop. All my favorite music. I listen every day. This is the home.
Eagles.
More variety.
102.3.
And the conversation continues here with Poje. We're talking about the Chest International Chest Day. You got a question, and sure to call the studio lines on 090-7353-0044 or 090-8766-8888. OJ talking about hope there is International Head Day too, saying that he has a big head. Whatever. Let's move over to your message. Hi, Olije. Please, your guest said women can do the same exercise that gives us packs. Please, my question is, won't such exercise make the same woman look like a man? That's a question there from Possible.
Okay.
What's your response to it?
No exercise actually makes a woman looks like a man.
Okay.
There's none. either weightlifting, either
Are you
boxing.
serious? But some women that I see though, they have this whole athlete's body thing. You know, they look that way. So maybe that is what she's referring to as looking like a man or something.
No.
Okay.
That's actually wrong. You see, the thing is, we all have different genetics. So she might look like probably her dad that has a very masculine physique,
Right.
or she might look like her mom
Right.
that has a masculine physique. So it might run in the family. So when she's now of age and she wants to work out, she
Yeah.
now tends to have like broader shoulders.
Okay.
And maybe she now loses that weight and she now looks slimmer. So it now makes her look like, oh, this girl, she's a woman, she looks like a man.
Okay.
She's too muscular. She's
Yeah.
too that. No, it's not from the exercise. It's just the fact that it's her body. It's where her body is defined. That's how
Okay.
she is. Now you find some other women too who lift more than this particular lady that you say she's too muscular, and they don't have muscular body. They look more feminine.
Yeah.
You understand? That's how it is. It has to do with your body.
Okay.
You know, there's no exercise, even weightlifting
I
and
see.
so on, that makes you happy, because a woman has a different hormone from the man. The man has a testosterone, while the woman has an estrogen. So they are like two different hormones. Unless she starts taking masculine
Pills.
hormones.
Oh,
then
okay.
she starts developing that.
I get
Yeah,
it.
that's why you see
whoa!
some
So they take that
Yeah, to bodybuilders who
Wow.
are into a different profession.
extremely.
You know, extreme
Yeah.
stuff like that. They take that.
Okay.
But it's a certain abuse that. So they banned it from
I get
sports.
it. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one here says, how do you make your calves muscles stronger? This is from Wisdom. How do you make your calves muscles stronger?
Quickly, you just do calf exercises.
Calf exercises.
Yeah, you if you don't have the resources of going to the gym, you can run. It's good. Running too makes your calves muscles stronger.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just do calf raises at home.
Okay.
Maybe using a keg with water or something heavier. Just put it on your thighs or your laps. Then sit down. Then raise your calves up.
Okay,
it's like a
that
tip
would
tool.
help. Okay.
Yeah, to help.
All right then. Yes, you can watch live. Someone here says, I want to see the gym guy. Go to Eagles FM Abuja. That is the Facebook handle or our YouTube channel, Eagles FM Abuja. Watch us live in the studio and see who we're talking to. It's Pro J in the building. This one here says, Olija, I don't want to be left out, so don't be mistake, say I get one pack. So can the fitness coach help with any routine to expand my chest like bouncer size and get even if it's 4 defined parts? Any advice for ringtone? Yeah, he sent it in.
Quick one. Chest push-ups.
Okay.
Do pull-ups too. They are very good. Bench presses exercise.
Can you
like
do
I
all of
mentioned.
this at home?
Yeah, you can do it at home.
Okay.
You know, you could get dumbbells and do it at home. You could do push-ups at home. You could do pull-ups with the door hinges or anything that you can just raise
Hold
your
on
hand
to.
and
Okay.
pull up yourself. So those ones, they helps in building your chest muscles very
Wow.
well. Then for the abdominal exercises, running is good.
Okay.
It doesn't have a time. You can run in the morning. You can
Interesting.
run. Burpees too, they are very nice.
Okay.
You know, mountain climbers, half burpees, crunches, and so on. But the most important thing is what you eat. You know, you don't overeat. You watch your time of eating. If you have very slow metabolism, if you have very fast metabolism, yeah, you can eat now and the next thing you are hungry.
Yeah.
But you can control that thought because it's all in your mind. You know, it's your head.
Oh,
You know.
wow.
You can eat like twice a day, 3 times a day, or you can eat 6 times a day. It's not bad eating 6 times a day, but you just have to, portion your food. You know that, okay, fruit is food.
Yeah.
Granules, nuts in general, snacks, healthy snacks,
Right.
dark chocolate. So
Yep.
These are all food. But outside of this country, we want to eat something hard, something solid.
Okay.
We want to eat to the point that we can't even stand up again. No.
Yeah, you understand. The African man wants to gulp and keep gulping and all of that. But let's talk a bit about, who should engage in chest exercises and who shouldn't. Because it's like, this person, there are people who might have, a particular ailment or something. I don't know. But are there people who should engage in chest exercises and those who shouldn't?
If you come to chest workout, everybody should engage in chest exercises.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody. Unless you have an underlying illness that your physician or a doctor has actually prescribed that, okay, you shouldn't do chest exercise. Probably it will pop your chest
right.
and, blow your pacemaker and all of that. Because if it has to do with so they might probably advise you to use your own body weight in doing that exercise, so you don't use anything metallic that might affect your pacemaker and stuff. So they might tell you, okay, use your body weight and do it, because these are like non-conductors.
Okay. So, all right. So when you say the pacemaker, what is that exactly?
If you have like your chest, something that helps your chest to pump. So if you had like underlying issues, it's like a supportive device.
Got you. Hi, Olije. My friend Taiwo has never been to the gym, no exercise at all, but he has 6 packs. Is this a possibility? Hey, God. Is the starvation pack we're talking? Is that the starvation pack we're talking about? Mohammed from Karimo. Never been to the gym, has 6 pack. This is incredible.
Yeah,
are you serious?
That's why I said at first.
Yeah.
I've seen people who haven't gone to the gym before,
but they have 6
They have chest muscles. They have biceps. Okay. They look very ripped. Now, they haven't been to the gym before.
Yeah.
They haven't done any physical activity.
Are you joking?
Yeah. That's genetic.
It's genes.
It's just genes. That's how they are. And mostly you can find those kind of set of individuals from the East, mostly the Igbos. I think Anambra and all of that. The Igbo guys, they are well built. They're well.
Hey, Poje, you are going to
apart from that,
but haven't you seen other people from the north as well? Who I mean,
the north people are they're slimmer.
Okay, so is that
so they have 6 packs too?
So is that a starvation pack?
it can either be because of their body type, like I said, ectomorph. You burn a lot of metabolism, a lot of calories by just walking, by just talking, by just sleeping. So they tend to eat more, but it doesn't show like
as much as others. All right. Some people are sending in voice notes. I see you, Hassan. I see you as well. Godfrey from Kurduma. I see your message as well. You sent in a message on the text number. Remember, you can be a part of it. Like I said, call the studio lines now. 090-8766-8888 is the number to call. That is 090-87 668888 or 090-7353-0044. PJ, I'd like for you to call back. I'd like for you to either send a voice note or send a text so we can get your question or contribution for to the guest in house. Obviously, you have a question for the guest PJ in house, so please ask your questions via either the WhatsApp platform. You can do a voice note or a text message. That goes to 090-9705-4450. Now we got a voice on, like I said, from Hassan. So here it comes.
Good morning once more, Olije. Greetings to your guest.
Good morning.
I just have a question. Can a leper like me have a 6-pack? I just want to know, is it possible for someone, people like us who will not get meat for to get 6-pack?
Is it possible for a skinny person or someone who's lanky to have 6 packs? And does it even fit?
It fits.
Okay.
It does. It's possible. Okay. You just have to be consistent in the abdominal exercises.
Okay.
You could find on the internet or on Instagram or whatever.
Okay, but what does it require? Do they just, as somebody who is slim or lanky or skinny begins to just gym, do they have to eat some particular food? Are there some regimen they have to follow?
You need enough protein and carbs. You need enough protein and carbs to enable you build that muscle, because when you start working out, you are burning. If you don't have fat, you are burning into your muscles. So you need to eat to be able to replenish those burned out muscles. And if you're slim, you can be at the big side and still have 6 packs.
But I mean, looking at your pictures, Poje, I mean, from back in the day, you were like a slim person as well. It wasn't like you just, came up with the whole build. So you were eating a lot of proteins, exercising, because you were a lanky person yourself.
A lot of carbs.
But now,
I was exercising at the same time.
Okay.
Now, this is where I actually built up the fact, because I was lifting weight. Now, you can lift weight from January to December. You add muscles if you are not consuming high calories. Now, this is where we all get it
twisted.
Now, if you're on a weight loss plan,
Yeah.
you can lift weight. It's advisable for you to lift weight, but you have to be on a calorie deficit.
Oh, I see.
But if you are trying to build,
Yeah.
you lift weight and be on a calorie surplus. So you have to consume more than what you burn in the gym
Okay.
when lifting the weights.
Okay. All right, guys. I see a couple of your messages. Like I said, we'll take all of your messages. Someone here just asked the question, OJ. Obviously, you want to be in the six-pack thing because you're asking, International Chess Day, Gao, and all of that. Now you have got questions. Keep it here. The number to call us 090-7353-0044. 090-8766-8888 as the conversation continues. Keep it here.
About your health. Well, look no further. On Mind and Body, you are our business. Tune in as we discuss with health experts on everything that concerns you and your well-being. Mind and Body. Mondays, 11 a.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM, Abuja.
You won't believe it. Yes, we are still talking about International Chess Day. If you're hearing that for the first time, well, you're welcome. I saw that up of Poje's story. I was like, what? We're talking about this. Now, a message here from OJ says, now you're talking about, eating lots of proteins for people who are lanky and skinny to, hit the gym and replace all of that, the calories now, or replace what's been lost from the body. He said, as simple as that.
Yeah.
He also says, can I eat beans for, oh no, so we're on a very serious note here. I don't ever add muscles. I am slim, and they begin to call me lepa, so on and so forth. I think that is body shaming at some point now. But thank you so much, OJ. On a serious note here, we're talking about, your health. And we're talking about the exercises that you have to do for your chest surgery. So we're in a very, very serious conversation. This one here, good morning, the Extra family. Oli, hi. It's fun Monday. Happy Child's or Hug a Child's Day. More grace to the elbow. Weekend was great. Too much chilling. Love and be lovable. That is the best gift you can give anyone. Blah, blah, blah. Cheers, ABJ Godfrey. Thank you so much, Godfrey, for that. And let's go to the text line because it seems like we got a couple of messages here. This one here says, hi Olije, good morning to you. I am a lady. I'm actually up to 6 foot. I want to know if I would get muscles when I exercise. Maybe scared about, looking. Aha. So what do you have to say about it?
Okay, quick one.
Yeah.
You won't get muscles when you exercise. You're not gonna the thing is, the muscle term is different from a male and a female.
Okay.
Now, for in general terms, you need muscles because when you have low percentage of body fat, you have high percentage of your muscles, which is good.
Okay.
The muscle is the one that keeps you running, that gives you agility. So you need it. Now, if you're trying to burn fat, you have to burn fat, then build muscles, so that when you burn fat and build muscles, you see, you maintain that body, that physique you're actually looking for.
Yeah.
Now, for someone that says, no matter what I do, I can't build muscles and all of that, probably you are on that. That's why we have like supplements, protein shakes, and all of that, which you can get,
Okay. Someone here is asking almost the same question as Ringtone's question. Says, I have just one pack. Can the fitness coach help me with anything to do to expand my chest, like a bouncer size? This is exactly what Ringtone said. Can you still advise this person here? You didn't include your name.
Quick.
Yep.
Let's use home exercises, chest workout now. Push-ups. You could do diagonal push-ups. You could do wide arm push-ups.
Yep.
You could do close arm push-ups.
Okay.
You just have to hit your repetitions from the 50 you're doing, probably 100, 500. You could do 500 every day, daily. And wide grip push-ups helps in spreading your arms, spreading your chest per se. Yeah. So
Okay.
that's it.
All right.
Likewise in the gym too. Use the bar.
Okay, now before we delve into six packs and the whole craze from women about men who've got six packs and all the chests and everything, let's talk about meats. But before we delve into meats, we've got a message here. Please, is there any side effects on the exercise? Maybe for people with ulcer, talking about the chest exercise. This is a message sent in by Possible, who talked about exercising and exercising the chest and having six pack and not looking like a man that you answered.
Yes, yeah.
She's saying, would it be nice for people who have ulcers to engage in such exercises?
Now, I did say that initially, that you need to consult your physician or your doctor. So he will tell you the kind of exercise you should do, the kind of routine. Then when you come to meet your trainer is there to give you a guidelines on how to go about those programs.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Wisdom here, who mentioned earlier that he's got six packs. Now I am scared. He says he eats bananas, but he's called Skeleton 109. I don't understand from Wisdom. How can he get the muscles? I thought he said he had six pack. Or is it the starvation packs? Maybe it's the starvation packs. So now let's talk about the muscle. How can he gain muscle? Because a man who's listening out there might want to do something at home, not necessarily maybe go to the gym. How is it possible to get muscles?
First, we've put you on the program. You need to be on a calorie surplus in order for you to build muscles. Now, we're not talking about what kind of muscles are you looking at. Are you looking at the big size muscles for guys that want to weigh 95, 100 kg, 80 kg? You have to go to the gym because you have to start lifting heavier weights. Yeah, unless you have all those equipment at home, you can do your exercises at home. Well, for a guy that just wants to look athletic, I just want to look fit and have lean muscles per se.
Yeah.
The push-ups, they are important. You do the push-ups, then you consume your banana. You can mix. You can do shakes at home. Bananas, soya bean milk, or soya bean powder.
Okay.
Get your Greek yogurt. Get your almond. Just blend everything and you drink. So that way, if your daily intake is 2,000 to 4,000 calories,
wow,
those things can actually accumulate and give you that then with your meal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going into myths, guys. 090-8766-8888 is the number to any question with regards to exercising or anything you want to clarify or contribution. Please do well to call the numbers now because we can take your calls. This one here from Eve says, my question is, how long can one exercise to get flat tummy? Another question here from you. Yetunde from Cuba says, good morning, Odija. My question today is, if a woman has broad shoulders and slim body, what can she do to be in a good shape with her body? He'll be answering your question shortly. Flips in the meantime.
Is this Eagle FM?
This is Eagles FM. What's your name?
Okay. Before that, where are you located? I mean, I'd like to come over to your station, sir.
All right.
Am I speaking with the general manager of the station?
Okay, so here's what you do. You drop the call, keep listening to the radio. We'll send you, we'll tell you the number that you have to call, okay? To either locate the station, okay? All right. Thank you very much. The number to send a message to is 090-9705-4450. You cannot, we can't do that live on the radio. Now, we have a show going, and this is Mind and Body. Of course, we're talking about, the chest day that we've got today, Monday, and we'll have a Poj in the building. Any question for him, ensure that you call the studio lines. However, if you've got questions you want to ask, or maybe location or station or business, whatever, ensure that you send a text or WhatsApp message. That's the only platform where we can do you a reply. So 090-9705-4450. That's where you ask your questions. Now let me move to Eve here. Yes, I already gave the studio lines. Of course, you can call now. The lines are A-OK, okay? 090-7353-0044 is the number to call to ask the fitness coach a question, or 090-8766-8888. That is the number to call.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. What is your name?
Morning.
This is Maya from Paris.
All right, so what's your question quickly for the fitness coach?
Please, if a woman that has muscle, what kind of exercise can do for the muscle to come down, that kind of thing?
Oh, God. All right, so for a woman who has muscles, she's asking, what kind of exercise can you do for the muscles to, cover up? Because she's like, maybe she's masculine or something, and maybe it's genetics. Hello? Sorry about it, but go on.
Okay, for that, what she just has to do, she just has to like her body. She just has to be herself.
Yeah.
I think it's a mental thing, more of an exercise thing.
Yeah, okay.
She just has to be herself, and see, the human body is designed beautifully.
Yeah.
Now we tend to do exercises to keep our health in check. Balance everything: your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health. So I feel to her it's just a mental thing. So she should just keep doing
love
what
your
she's
body.
doing. Love your body.
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
Yeah.
That's it. Then incorporate other exercises, aerobics, dance, running, and the rest. Your body, the way it is beautiful. It's perfect. You don't just go under the knife.
The reason why? The reason is there are people who actually maybe body shame or mock people and say,
exactly.
oh, you're this a guy, or this is a lady or something. Yeah. So in such cases, you're saying, love yourself and everything. There are people who I know that, might be slim and not necessarily like, they are masculine. And so some people tell them, you add some little flesh, maybe you look, feminine also.
Exactly. You see, it's in the world we live today, there's no perfect body. Do you understand? But to you, that's a perfect body. Now, why we tend to go to the gym is, like I said initially, you have to be fit. You can't just wake up in the morning, you feel sluggish, you have back pain, you can't breathe well when you are sleeping. It's because of you are unfit. Once you're fit, once you could do activities in the day, you're healthy, you check your heart rate, your body weight is proportionate to your size. That's fine.
Okay, let's go to Eve quickly. We are taking your calls now, guys. It's 090-8766-8888. However, you've got questions outside the conversation we're having. You can do a text message to 090-9705-4450. Now, Eve here sent in a question, says, how long can one exercise to get a flat tummy? Quickly, we've got 30 seconds to react. Consistency.
Yeah.
What kinds of exercise you do for a flat tummy?
Crunches exercises, running, like I mentioned, and your diet is number one thing. It's important. You have a good diet.
Okay, running. Is that sit-ups too? No.
Crunches. I look crunches because they're like in general.
Okay, in the same category. All right, this one here from you. That is Yetunde. If a woman has broad shoulders and slim body, what can she do to be in the perfect shape for her body?
If you have broad shoulders and slim body, do more of lower body exercises like the squat to build up your lower body to be proportionate to your upper body.
That's it. As easy as that. Now let's talk about some myths about exercising. Poje, is there anything like too much exercise can kill you, or you get cardiovascular, or while you're doing it you just faint? Is there anything like that? Is it a myth?
Yeah. No, it's that. For that's not a myth. You understand? Because if you realize that you're working out, you're overworking out. You have to rest.
Okay.
You get dizzy, you get tired, you get exhausted. It's not a myth. Now, the parts that are myth is lifting weights will make you muscular for a lady.
Okay.
That's a myth. It's a false statement.
Oh, it's a false
now they now tell you taking too much carbs will make you fat. No, it's a false statement.
Really?
You can eat carbs, you can eat protein simultaneously, and you still lose weight. And the other one, they tell you when you go to the gym, you stretch before working out.
Please. It's not true.
You can't stretch with a cold body. So the first thing you do is you do some warm-ups. Maybe you run, you start lifting very light weights.
Okay.
It's when you're done with your when your body's warm, that's when at the end of your workout you now stretch and you go.
Interesting stuff.
But you can, if you feel like the need of stretching before your workout, fine. It's how your body responds, but it's a myth like that.
Okay. This one here says so a myth Also, this person sent in a message without including name. You guys include your names. It says the more you sweat, the better when you gym. Please. How is this true? Oh God!
You go to some gym. They have like powerful ACs and it's burning, and people are still sweating.
Yeah.
The body itself generates its own body heat. You know. So okay, now what about people who are in the Atlantic side of the world?
Right.
Russians, Iceland.
Yeah.
It's a very cold region. Don't they sweat when they work out? They do. And some of them, they wear a lot of packed clothes so that the cold doesn't get into their system and they still work out. Now, you sweating is good because this is like you're detoxing your body from the sweat. Now, you not sweating, it doesn't really, although science might have a different
explanation
about that, but you tend to look at different regions, different places. Now, in Africa, you just laugh and you start sweating. Because it's a hot temperature.
It's a hot weather.
Yeah,
but here's the thing. Do you know what I think this person is trying to say is when you see someone sweating a lot, the person probably has, for instance, someone who maybe have streaks from here to wherever.
There are people who just come to the gym and run 10 seconds and they're already sweating furiously.
Wait. So it has nothing to do with it.
It has literally nothing to do with it. Like that's part of the myth. Like it has nothing.
Exactly.
Because okay, let me use myself as a case study. If I'm running, I'll sweat. As soon as I stop, instantly the sweat is gone.
Wait. Instantly, or you know, it cools down.
It just cools down
after
like that.
some time.
Then there are people that once they start running, they start sweating.
Sweat is not a proof that you're doing the right exercise.
It's not a proof you are overtraining or you are fitter than the next guy who isn't sweating.
Oh goodness, this is a smashing some people's bubbles. Anyway, so according to another myth I've heard, if you're exercising and it hurts, that is when you get results. False.
That's false.
Yes. Finally. So it's false, right?
We actually come up with this gym slang. No pain, no gain. Come on. Come on.
Because they say beauty.
Why people tend to use this word? Because there are people that are lazy. So when you put them, it's like a psychological thing. Like, I need to go more. No pain, no gain. So that way, it pushes them to above their limit. You know, it takes them far. And you'll be like, okay, yeah, I've done something good. But you don't necessarily have to feel so much pain in order for
you know why? I think project is because when they see these videos, they go like, you see the man pushing and he's like, he's painful and everything. Maybe in the weightlifting or, you know, the crunches you talked about, maybe they're like, this thing is really painful. In fact, I feel like some of these meets are the reason why some people don't go to the gym. It's like, this person has stressed themselves. You know, so that's like a horrible myth, and you say is a big no. How about strength training is only for bodybuilders?
No, strength training isn't only for bodybuilders. Strength training is for people that want to lose weight, which is very advisable for you to do strength training, resistance training. They are very good.
Okay. Another myth that I'd like to ask is, some people say morning exercise is the best. Please, is this true?
Okay.
Is it a myth? Let me ask it that way.
It's a myth. It's a myth. But science, again, will come and tell you your body is very reactive and receptive to
in the morning. Okay.
But it's a myth. You can do best workouts at noon. You can do best workouts in the night. You can do your best workouts in the morning. Why people tend to use morning as an example? Because when you wake up in the morning after sleep, you feel lighter. You feel like you can do your exercise then. But at noon and in the evening, you're already tired. Probably you've gone, you've walked around, you've done some house chores, you're back from work, so you're exhausted. But you still get that amount of energy that consists. I don't want to say the most important thing about
consistency.
Is consistency.
Period.
You know, your motivation can be there, but if you don't have that consistency, your motivation is just flawed.
Dead. All right. So someone asked if skipping is part of the running, crunching, and diet that you talked about for flat tummy. Is skipping part of
Yeah,
it?
skipping is good too. Yeah,
So
lower abdominal.
there you go,
very good.
Eve.
Yeah.
This one here from Wisdom Observing, he says, if I start running, I don't sweat, but once I stop, I start sweating. Different body types.
Different body types.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
just it. But anywho's, talk about, girls and ladies loving, the guy with the broad chest and everything. Let's talk about that for a few minutes now.
Okay.
Seeing that we're wrapping things up. It seems like guys get more, the tilt towards you guys when the whole six-pack thing came out. Oh my God, we did not hear what though. It's like, but later people were served breakfast. They're like, forget those six-pack people. They were served breakfast. So it's like, I'm not doing this. It's not about it. But what I mean, as a fitness coach,
Yes.
that you are, and all of the muscles and everything, do you get that, compliment often? Do you either on social media or people you even have friends or people who you gym with? Do they have that, this lady like, should they like, big muscle and everything? Let's talk about your own experiences and your friends as well.
It happens. You know, some ladies, they like guys with a bigger chest, six packs.
Yes.
You're looking sexy and all. A chest for them to lay their head on.
Is that the reason why you guys continue with the exercise and everything? Is it like a motivation for you guys to continue?
It's
part of
one
Project
of this
Bisiri,
part of
be
this
honest.
motivation. No, I'm honest here. It's
Okay,
part of
okay.
it. It's just like a lady who has a big backside and she's walking, and all guys will be like, "Okay, you look good.
Okay.
You look the
So it's
figure
like
eight."
compliment.
So for a guy, this is
Six-pack
his six packs.
It's not starvation packs, guys.
No,
There's a
starvation
difference.
pack is a difference. His thick legs.
Okay.
You don't have to have chicken legs and
Oh,
upper body. No,
God. Yes, have we not seen guys like that? I mean, haven't
That's
you?
bad.
People who
I have people who come
can
to
they
the
do
gym.
anything about the chicken legs? Like, oh God,
They
I'm
have
sorry,
to
I'm
put
calling
the
it
same
chicken.
amount of energy. They put up.
Down. I love this one here. Says, what's the easiest routine to have? 6 abs. I mean, you're late on this conversation, David. You came in late. We're literally done with this, but I mean, there are people who say I'm intimidated by this 6-pack. I don't like them near my women. It's like, when they see 6-pack and the person is tall, even is like, why is it that it's just tall guys that go to the gym a lot? Poje, I'll direct that question to you. Let me direct the question to you then. Yeah. Tall guys going to the gym.
We're blessed.
Period. Blessed. Simple. That is the answer to that. But anywho, thank you so much, Poje, for coming through. I really appreciate it. The lines actually buzz, but go off. Final call. Hello.
Hello, Olije.
Hi.
This is PJ calling.
Finally,
Olije,
PJ.
my phone went off. Sorry, what I wanted to ask the other time is about if fitness, as in going to gym, reduces any sickness like high blood pressure and other stuff. That was what I wanted to ask.
Okay, PJ, listening, okay? He would answer your question. Thank you very much. Does it help in blood pressure?
Yes, it does. It does.
Yeah.
On different kind of illnesses that you might come up with. It helps if you have stroke. Going to the gym helps. Diabetes, going to the gym too helps a lot.
Okay.
High blood pressure, it does.
Okay.
It's very
All
good.
right. On a final note, someone here says, I beg, tell your gym people to stop intimidating us men. We have money. Ask the gym people if they have money like we do. Poje will answer your question, okay? He says he's just blessed, period. Okay? Tell them to stop, making us feel intimidated. But as long as you're fit, according to PJ, you're good to go. You don't necessarily. Some people have 6-pack, but it's starvation pack. The food is not there like that, so don't get intimidated when you see that. And I mean, Poje keeps coming in every now and then, and we'll have him very soon. So big ups to all of those who are doing chest exercises today. You did yours this morning?
Today, chest.
Yeah, so they have a community, and we hope that there will be leg day, maybe, or something, or waist day, and then we'll have
the
him.
workout today. So if you want the program,
right. Yeah. Thank you so much. You can check Poje out on his Instagram page, which is
I am Poje.
I am Poje. Period. Check him out on Instagram. Make sure whatever question you have, anything. I don't know if is she still coming? No. good. It's fine. It's all good. All right. So, guys, thank you for the questions. The call. Sorry about the lines, but we're back on track. Okay, so it's fixed now. Up next, we have Urban Hour. The 102.3 Extra Show continues. Do not move.
Do you have questions about your health? Well, look no further. On Mind and Body, you are our business. Tune in as we discuss with health experts on everything that concerns you and your well-being. Mind and Body. Mondays, 11 a.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM, Abuja. This is not the news. This is the major headlines. Stay informed with the business, entertainment, sports, and weather updates. Weekdays at noon on the 102.3 Extra Show. Today in 60 seconds.
Hello there. Good afternoon, and welcome to today in 60 seconds. APC National Chairman justifies Tinubu Shettima ticket. Khan again says Muslim ticket is a slap on Christians. IGP commends security operatives, electorates for peaceful Osun governorship election. NLC announces impending